We just walking.
Okay, you can't stop and talk to me for a minute?
I mean, I'll talk to you. No. I'll talk to you, but here's the thing. Don't ask me questions about where I'm going or where I'm coming from.
Please, sir.
That's polite.
Hold on for 1 second, sir.
I'm good. I respect what you guys are doing, and you're showing your rights. Do it the right way, okay? All right, like this gentleman. I'm assuming you're with this guy. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. You guys we have no issues with you talking to us. You're voluntarily talking to us. All right. He's trying to make a point. He's trying to be kind of an asshole. You see how he just walked away from us? We didn't even stop him.
Hey,
He walked away.
I stopped and talked to y'all just to get an understanding of why y'all messing with people. You see what I
We're
mean?
not messing with people.
No, I know.
Did we even stop him? He walked away.
They're just
Right?
investigating.
He walked away. We're not even investigating. People call. When people call, we have to come out. We have to check things out.
That's the definition of investigating. But anyway,
Where are you guys from?
we're Michigan. We are citizens of the United States and we live here in Michigan.
Just exercise your constitution, right?
Correct.
Yep.
We just don't want to cause a public
I wish I could exercise my
display.
constitution
Right.
People get excited. You know what's going on in the country right now,
Right.
okay?
Huh?
We're just here to make sure everyone's safe and that there's no major problems or issues going on with concerned citizens who see this and might not understand what's going on. We don't want someone to get in a car accident when they drive by and see a long rifle, or start getting upset when kids see something like this, knowing what's going on in the country. Okay? That's why we're here.
We definitely understand y'all concern, you know what I'm saying, y'all point. We definitely understand 100%. That's why we stopped to talk to y'all instead of walking away. That way it can get over with quicker. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all accomplished what y'all wanted and we continue to walk.
We're not. What are you guys trying to accomplish?
Okay, my question
What do
is,
we
where are you
accomplish?
guys walking to?
I accomplish when I do this
taking
is
a
to
walk.
educate people that don't know they can do
My
this.
question
Who are
is,
you
how far are you
educating?
guys going?
Whoever
I'm
stop,
gonna get more
you just don't know. I mean, people stop and ask us, hey, how are you able to do that? What can I do to do what you're doing?
Get
Very
upset 'cause you
silly
don't
that
like
you-
my answer.
How long I've been doing this
It's
today?
very silly that you can't answer me though. I'm asking how far. I'm gonna get more phone calls on this throughout the day.
We don't
So
know
you
how
want to take
far.
up my time to soft trying to
I mean, ain't nobody's taking up
Okay,
your
but we're
time.
gonna get
If
more
someone
phone calls.
calls
We're
you,
gonna
you
get more
already
phone
know.
calls.
Once they tell you, hey, they're on Van Dyke, walking up Van Dyke, you're gonna say, okay, we already know who they is. That's the end of the discussion. Or just drive by,
No, that's not
or
the
you could just
discussion.
drive, or you could just drive by. You could drive by without stopping, look and see who it is, and keep it pushing.
You understand that there's people calling 911 continuously when they drive by and they see this.
You know why they doing that? Because they uneducated.
Right.
Because they're uneducated.
There's a
That's
part
right.
of
You're right. They
fear
don't-
that-
So and that's why we are out here
Okay,
doing
but-
this walk to
That's
educate
fine.
them so that y'all won't get these phone calls anymore. I'm,
We're not arguing.
okay. That's just how I talk. That's just how I talk.
Number one,
We're doing this to educate people so that y'all won't get these phone calls anymore. So there'll be more people carrying guns. There'll be more people carrying guns and less criminals. You see what I mean?
Causing
We
a
all know
disturbance, which you have all the legal reasons to do this. I'm not saying that.
What do you mean detained?
But I just want to know how far you guys are going to go, so in case I get more phone calls, I can
Just
make this.
Until we feel like stop walking.
But if they call, it's not a game.
My rights are not a game, sir. Are we free to go? Are we being detained?
We don't know until we get tired. Until we get tired.
When they call this,
Until we get tired. We don't know.
I said I'm not being detained. I assume I'm free to go.
you're free to go.
So how far do you think you're walking?
I have no idea. I don't. Yes, sir.
All right. Nice meeting y'all, sir. Y'all have a blessed day, but we're gonna be out here just until we get tired of walking.
Yeah, well, we just don't want this to turn into a nuisance or something going on like this.
Uh-huh.
We've talked to you. We've been nothing but professional, respectful. We hope you can understand where we're coming
Look,
from.
I understand
We have
100%.
scared kids driving by, freaking out. They see guys with guns.
There are better
Okay?
ways to do this. You gotta realize.
Let me
that.
ask you this:
There are
if
better
there's a better way, can you explain to me right now a better way?
Go to the schools. Get in the media.
Yeah.
Do classroom councils.
Let me ask you this.
something
Be
like
an
that.
instructor.
and-
This isn't instructing. You're scaring people that are driving by. You understand that?
Do,
They're scared.
again,
They're
do you
calling-
know
they're
why
calling
they're
9
scared? Do you know why they're scared?
Can I talk, please? People that are driving by, they see 4 people with long arms and side arms. They're not going to stop and talk to you and say, "Hey, why are you carrying 2 guns?" Because they're scared. How are you educating people? You're scaring people.
You know, I'm gonna
We
exercise-
get a
exercise
whole
my
bunch of
First Amendment
horns
right. Here's my
and
first-
thumbs up
This is
when
a
we walk.
very
We got a
ignorant
whole bunch
decision.
down here.
This is a very ignorant decision for you guys.
I mean, that's your opinion. That's your
That's my First
opinion.
Amendment right.
Yeah, and it's your opinion. I'm not mad at you for that.
No, we're gonna let you guys go. This is a very ignorant way of doing this.
Uh-huh. You have a blessed day, sir.
Mass shootings every week, and you want to do this.
me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
You are not helping your cause.
I'm no longer talking. I'm talking to this sir. I'm talking to this gentleman. He said something to me. I'm responding to him.
Okay. Can I get your name,
If-
sir?
Elijah.
Elijah, what's your last name?
Elijah. I'm not gonna give you. I give you my
Well,
first name.
this is
Elijah.
my last name.
I mean, but
Also,
you're a
Johnstown,
worker.
West Quebec,
You work for the United States. I'm saying you have to provide that because you're a government worker.
I actually don't have to provide my full name. My
If
I'm
I
volunteer.
ask you for it, you have to display it and tell me.
Hang on one second. Well, I'm sorry, what were you saying to me, sir?
If more people carry, it'd be less murderers, less crime. Criminals prey.
There are
Criminals
schools
prey.
behind
Criminals
that.
prey on people that can't protect themselves. Why? That's why all these mass spree killings starts at schools, movie theaters. Why? They gun-free zones. Am I right or wrong?
You are.
Now let
correct.
people carry guns in there, and let's see how many mass spree killings there will be.
And there's a certain way to do it, and this is not one of them.
All right, I'm getting away from my group. I appreciate talking to you. My name is Elijah.
Elijah.
I really do appreciate talking
Okay,
to you.
I think my sergeant wanted to ask you something real quick.
I mean, he's in there on the phone. I'm saying I wasn't detained, so I'm really about to walk away.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Well, you're going to be here anyway, so if we need to find you, you're going to be on the sidewalk or somewhere in the area, right?
I don't know.
Thanks, Elijah.
All right, you have a blessed day.
You too now.
Yep. How y'all doing?
man.
I'm all right.
Right on.
Thank you. And you know, it's so funny. I'm happy y'all said good job because they just said what we're doing. You're ignorant.
No.
We're ignorant because we want to educate people
Tell them
on.
to pick up the fucking Constitution.
You see what I
and read
mean?
it for a minute.
And that's what we're trying to do. They say we're scaring people. We're scaring people because they're uneducated.
Do you want to know
If they
something?
educate themselves, they won't be scared of what's going on.
Do you want to know something? And this is a true story. I was listening to CSX, let's say, okay? It was one of the three main stations that I listened to. And some guy called up and he goes, it's actually a law in Texas. When your kid turns 3 years old, you are able to buy a rifle or a pistol in his name and give it to him. A girl's, it takes a 4 years old. That's a law down in Texas.
See, that's something I didn't know.
Isn't that fucking cool though? That's fucking
That's
cool.
something I didn't know.
They got their
As y'all can see, they said I was ignorant for doing what I'm doing. Less than a block, not even a block, not even half a block. These gentlemen stopped me and said thank you for what I'm doing. They praised me. Thank y'all very much. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It was nice to meet y'all.
I got you, man.
Very nice to meet y'all. Thank y'all.
That's all good to go.
Hey, you know what's funny? He said we're ignorant for what we're doing. Less than a couple 20 yards down, they stopped me and say thank y'all for doing that.
I know,
And I said, you know what? It's weird that you just said that because they just told me what I was doing was ignorant.
Yeah, I love what you guys are doing. I love the Second Amendment. I agree with your rights, but
But there's always a but.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Excuse me. I had fun talking to him. He got mad. He said, can I get your name just to be polite? I said, Elijah. He said, can I get your last name? I said, no, you cannot. He said, my name right here. I said, well, you have to display that.
Yeah.
I don't have to do nothing. I said, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, dude.
You guys, one more favor, please. What's up? Just stay on this side of the street. I know you don't have to. Just in case we get more phone calls, I know that it's you guys, okay?
Because you asked so nicely, we'll do that.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Have a blessed day. And you know what? He drives on the wrong side of the street to delay that message of what he wants us to do.
I know.
Come on, you talking about what we scaring people. You just drove on the wrong side of the road. You don't think that alert other people?
911 operator can ask a few more questions. What is he doing with the weapons, ma'am? Is he got it out in his hands?
And you know
Is
what?
he running? Is he...
And I'm glad I'm on camera right now because I want to say this. These operators do not delay enough message or enough details that can save someone's life. They're not giving out enough detail to save someone's life. They just say, hey, it's a guy with a gun. Display, you know what I'm saying, what these guys are doing. Like that kid that died in that park. Why did you delay that message? The lady said I think it's a toy gun.
Yeah, why wouldn't you tell them?
Why wouldn't you delay that?
In Cleveland,
Yes.
it's a toy gun. I know it's a toy gun. He's just a kid playing around with a toy gun. Over and over and over again on the 911 phone.
So why'd she call 911?
Beautiful. Oh, she might be anti-gun. That's probably why.
But that's my question, though. That when it comes
you
right
know,
down
you
to
tell them
if
it's a
you
toy
know
gun,
it's
why
a toy gun, and you
What if
What
you're
if?
wrong?
What if you are? Well, I could have sworn we was all innocent and proven guilty.
Because the people are trained to be scared.
Yeah, they are.
Call us, we'll help.
We'll help you.
Help yourself.
and it takes a person what 5 minutes to die. How far do y'all stay from a police station?
ours is a mile and a half.
Mile and a half. And hopefully they're not busy doing something else that they can get to you.
I'm not sure.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have time to wait for somebody to protect my own life.
Right.
Clear cut murder right there. Hold up and murdered. Yep.
And you get away?
As I recall, he was out of the vehicle while the transmission was still clicking, and he was like he was shooting before the car even stopped. Basically, it was madness, right?
James, you know what I want you to do? I want you to stop and talk to police officers without the profanity to get them your knowledge, man. Get them your point of view of thinking. Let your viewers see that instead of just, oh, I'm getting detained walking away. Let your viewers see you talk to a cop the way, you know what I'm saying?
There are three things I want to counter with. One, I can have a different camera angle. Two, I can cover your asses if shit gets really hairy. And three, I don't want to get these guns
Thank you.
confiscated again.
I hear that.
That one was getting pretty aggressive.
You see?
You see how he didn't like my answer when I...
He didn't really like
Oh, you guys are getting aggressive. And it was why? Because you didn't like my answer? Or...
That's what it is. You're not giving him what he wants. You're not bowing down to him. That's what it is. That's why cops ain't nothing but a dick swinging contest. Who got the bigger ball? That's all it is.
Gentlemen, I must tell you that there's a child in that truck that just drove by and stared at us for. Hopefully this is a moment that his mother would be able to teach him.
Yep.
Mom, why are they walking with guns? Because of your Second Amendment.
You know what they're gonna say? I said, can you tell me a better way that we can do this? Go to a school. Be an
Yeah.
advocate. Well, I can't take my gun in there unless I open carry. And if I open carry in there, y'all want to call the cops and put me out. So how can I get my message through to them?
Right. They don't want to. That's the problem.
Y'all already scaring them. You scaring them half to death. You ever notice this? Growing up, I used to want to be a police officer. Why is kids now scared of police officers?
Because of the
You ever
media.
thought of that? Like you ever thought of that? Like kids now are scared.
Because kids are so irrational inherently.
It's windy. Hope it's not too windy for y'all. It is the media.
The social norms of the day. That is so far. Our country has, how many years has it been? Like, was it 300 years now that America's been? Yeah, over 300. So, 1776. So, we've had, the Constitution was then put in the 1700s. So then 300 years later, and 300 years from the inception of the Second Amendment, we have lost so much history, so much of our own constitutional rights because of the way that our social standings have conformed us.
And that is so true. We lost so much.
Did you know
We don't even notice it.
It's so funny too. I don't know about this, but I think that I'm all for Black History Month. Don't get me wrong. However,
I am too.
I think that it should be celebrated every day. It's not just
You know
one
what?
month of the year.
And look, I know I'm about to get so much hate for this right here. I'm gonna tell you something true. And people mad at Stacey Dash for saying what she said. I totally agree with her.
Yes.
How the fuck could we yell racism about not getting a fucking reward when we got our own TV show, our own BET Awards, we got everything, we got our own History Month.
It's reverse.
Come on.
You guys have segregated yourselves.
And you know what's so funny? Y'all black folks would not think like that if y'all had somebody white in y'all fucking family. And that's why I feel the way I feel. You said, man, I had white people in my family. So it's like, how can I say Black History Month and my grandma fucking white? What? How do my, you know what I'm saying? How does she feel?
That's the thing. They're trying to separate us that way, and I think that's completely wrong. We all bleed red. We all have feelings. We all have the same function.
Yep.
The only difference is the color.
You know what?
Out there.
And this goes for people that I don't know if they believe in God or not, but it comes down to God creation.
Yeah.
He made human beings and he made them different cultures.
Yeah.
He made